Hey, what's up guys? Just driving on this rainy afternoon. Figured I'd give you a few tips on avoiding distractions while you practice guitar. This is a question I get pretty frequently. Dude, how do I focus? Every time I sit down to practice, I feel like I just end up noodling around. Well, guess what? That happens to all of us, but I'm gonna give you some tips that hopefully will help you focus to achieve all of your goals on the guitar. And this can apply to more things than just practicing guitar. And I do realize the irony that I am filming as I drive. That's kind of a intentional irony, if you will. Am I distracted? Who knows? First tip I have for you is pretty obvious, so I won't spend that much time on it. And that is putting yourself in a room without any electronic devices that will distract you. No YouTube, no texting, no emails. Focus on what you're there to do, and that is to get better at the guitar. Sending an email does not make you better at guitar. I wish it did, I would be really good. The next tip I have for you is having a concentrated attack versus what I would call spraying the jungle. That means focusing on just one or two techniques or aspects of your guitar playing instead of trying to get 50 different things in one practice session. Having an understanding that is an inch wide and a mile deep is much better than having an understanding that is a mile wide and an inch deep. That means you only know like a little bit of everything as opposed to having a deep knowledge of a couple things. If you want to get better at your alternate picking, don't spend time practicing sweep picking, legato, and hybrid picking in the same session. And that leads me to my next point. Use a practice schedule. Set a practice schedule. I have a couple videos on my YouTube. If you go to the YouTube search bar and search practice schedule music is win, you will certainly find some resources from me. But the point is you're minimizing the amount of thinking you have to do. If you sit down with a direction, that is one less thing you have to do when you sit down to practice. If you sit down to practice and you have no direction, then you're gonna spend half the time figuring out just what you want to do. And another tip I have for you on that front is to place the most difficult or most tedious thing that you have to practice as the first thing in your practice routine. That way, when you get it over with, you've not only accomplished the goal of doing something that you didn't really want to do, and you have nothing but uphill to look forward to, nothing but the more fun stuff to leave you with a sense of accomplishment when your practice is finished. The next tip I have for you is about taking breaks and regenerating your energy. Yeah, take a quick break when you find yourself kind of waning in energy or focus. Take like a brisk walk or exercise or go grab a quick snack. Stretch or do whatever creates results for you to take a brief retreat from your practice so that you can come back revitalized. And it doesn't hurt to be healthy. Don't have gigantic meals during the day. Have little snacks and drink lots of water. Have some type of exercise regime. If you have a set schedule that you try to follow every day, that will become second nature and make you that much more focused and susceptible to maintaining your practice routine. Plus, you'll feel really good. And the last tip I have for you is to constantly remind yourself of your ultimate goals. And the more details you can put in, the better. I am a huge believer in what's called the law of attraction, where you repeat a mantra, whether out loud or looking in the mirror or in your head. I will learn that Marty Friedman solo. I will learn that Marty Friedman solo. You just learned that Marty Friedman solo. I'm a big time supporter of this mentality. It's really healthy to kind of prop yourself up when there's nobody around to give you that, come on dude, you can do it. This emotional stimulation is hugely important to reaching your goals. The more you say these things, the more you feel accountable to achieve them. And that's not negative motivation, that is positive motivation. So what are you gonna do? You're going to keep continuing on whatever dissatisfied path you may find yourself on, or are you gonna make a little change? Start a practice routine, focus on a few goals, and define exactly what it is you want to achieve. I think you know what to do. I don't think you need any more help from me. So do what you want to do. I know you can. It's just a matter of, well, doing it. You have the tools. Will you use them? I think you know the answer. Until next time, guys, keep shredding.